I recently dove headfirst into an old game I remembered playing for the Commodore Amiga called Robinson's Requiem, and let me tell you, it was just as strange now as the first time I played it. Originally unleashed upon an unsuspecting gamer like myself back in 1994 by the French developer Silmarils. An action-adventure game that holds all the charm of a vintage wine once you get past the initial sourness, because there's definitely a lot to savour. So what's the premise? You play as Trepliev 1, one of 20 space prospectors who crash land on the delightfully inhospitable planet of Zarathustra. You wake up after a rough landing with nothing but the claws on your back and a mission that feels like an episode of Survivor. Survive, find your missing crew and figure out how to escape this alien world. No pressure. Let's have a look at this strangely intriguing game. What truly sets Robinson's Requiem apart is its delightful obsession with survival. The game takes the phrase "you are what you eat" to a whole new level, as you must manage Trepliev's basic needs like food, water and sleep. But it's not just about staying alive. You'll also have to deal with a buffet of health issues. From catching bizarre alien illnesses to breaking bones, this game makes you wish you had a medical degree. And let's not forget the infamous feature that allows you to cut off your own limbs. Because why not add a little DIY surgery to the mix? Visually, the game employs a unique voxel technology that creates rolling landscapes and an impressive field of view. It's like stepping into a 90s art project, colourful, somewhat blocky, and definitely memorable. When it launched, it had a bit of a rough time on the hardware of the day, but despite the occasional pixelated hiccup, it has an immersive quality that keeps you engaged. Now let's dissect the title for a moment. The Robinson part is a cheeky nod to Robinson Crusoe. That guy who made living alone on a deserted island look like a tropical vacation. In contrast, Requiem is a grim reminder of the imminent death lurking around every corner. Trust me, you'll encounter it more often than you'd like. It's almost like the game is saying, survival is fun, but dying is part of the experience. If you're itching to give this retro gem a try, you can snag it on Good Old Games, where it's bundled with its sequel, Deus. The GOG version is super user-friendly, no need to wrestle with the primitive controls. Plus, it comes with PDF manuals, which might help you decipher the game's quirky mechanics.
Welcome to my holiday camps. It's not exactly the Carnival of World Exploration.
Now, onto the gameplay. Robinson's Requiem has earned a reputation for being quite the challenge. However, I suspect that reputation is a bit exaggerated. Sure, there's a bit of micromanagement involved, and you'll be keeping track of various health indicators like heart rate and body temperature. But you don't need a PhD to figure it out. The actual number of ailments to manage is surprisingly manageable once you get the hang of it. As you embark on your journey across Zarathustra, your first priority will be to scavenge for equipment, because who doesn't love a good treasure hunt? You start with nothing except your clothes, so finding a medical kit becomes your top priority. The lush surroundings are filled with potential resources, but watch out, they're also crawling with strange creatures, just waiting to give you a warm welcome. By which I mean, they'll likely try to eat you. One intriguing character you'll meet is Nina 1, a fellow prospector who communicates with you telepathically during your sleep. Her messages offer cryptic hints about your missing companions, which can be both helpful and a little creepy, like having a roommate who talks in their sleep and somehow knows your every move. Her updates help you piece together what happened to others, adding a layer of intrigue to your survival saga. The game really puts your adaptability to the test. You'll quickly discover that trial and error is part of the fun, especially when your character dies unexpectedly for the umpteenth time. But don't let that deter you. With each attempt, you'll start to understand the game's quirks better. turning those frustrating moments into triumphs when you finally learn how to dodge that pesky alien flu. Overall, Robinson's Requiem is a fascinating blend of survival strategy and adventure that's as challenging as it is rewarding. It has that delightful retro charm that'll take you back in time, while simultaneously making you laugh at the absurdity of it all. If you're in the market for a unique gaming experience that combines exploration with a sprinkle of horror and a hearty dose of trial and error, I wholeheartedly recommend diving into this delightful chaos. And if you do, let me know your thoughts. I'd love to hear how your adventure unfolds. Happy surviving! Thanks for watching, guys. Hit the like button if you enjoyed the video, and do let me know your experiences with this game in the comments section. Were you one of those who just lob off a few limbs for fun and try to survive through the horror of becoming an amputee? Let me know in the comments section. Also, don't forget to hit subscribe and continue with me on this epic journey down memory lane, revisiting these strange and unique games amongst other classics for the Commodore Amiga and C64. Hopefully, I'll see you all in the next one. Until then, bye for now.
Are you